Hi everyone, this is your 15th lecture of this series and today we are going to talk about market maker trap. And if you remember हमारा core content में हमने डिस्कस किया था about market efficiency paradigm where we have discussed कि किस तरह से retailers patterns use करते हैं, indicator use करते हैं for their trading और किस तरह से smart money उनको trap करते हैं. One such pattern which the market maker use to trap the retailer which is your flag and pole pattern. Now according to retailer this is a continuation pattern. They look that market if moving in a particular direction and there is a consolidation, so they look that particular pattern for a continuation. So if you just look at this particular diagram over here, this is an example of a bullish flag and pull. In this case you can see there is an impulse up move और उसके बाद एक consolidation होता है and this forms like a flag pattern. So this becomes your pole and this becomes your flag. That's why it's named as a flag and pole. Now according to retailer जब इस consolidation का breakout आता है there they look for the entry और इसके नीचे उनका stop loss होता है. And according to this concept जितना आपका लेंथ होता है इस पोल का उतना ही टारगेट होता है आफ्टर दिस ब्रेकआउट ऑन द हायर साइड. सेम गोज फॉर द बेरिश फ्लैग एंड पोल पैटर्न. इन दिस यू सी फॉर द डाउन साइड इंपल्स मूव. आफ्टर दिस डाउन इंपल्स मूव एक कंसोलिडेशन होता है. आफ्टर दिस कंसोलिडेशन जब यहाँ पे ब्रेक डाउन आता है यू लुक फॉर द एंट्री फॉर द डाउन साइड और आपका स्टॉप लॉस रहता है इसके ऊपर और जितना लेंथ इस इंपल्स मूव का होता है उतना ही यू लुक फॉर द टारगेट ऑन द डाउन साइड. एंड दिस इज हाउ रिटेलर लुक फॉर अ फ्लैग एंड पोल पैटर्न एज अ कंटिन्यूएशन पैटर्न इन द मार्केट. बट बहुत बार ऐसा होता है मार्केट एक फॉल्स बुल फ्लैग पैटर्न फॉर्म करता है बिकॉज वेन एवर द मार्केट शोज यू अ सडन प्राइस रैली ऑन अ हायर साइड और उसके बाद एक कंसोलिडेशन होता है. उसका मतलब ये नहीं होता है कि एक बुल फ्लैग बन रहा है बिकॉज एक मेच्योर बुल फ्लैग पैटर्न में क्या होता है देयर इज अ हायर टाइम फ्रेम डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन जहां पे मार्केट क्या करता है एक फॉल्स बुल फ्लैग बनाता है. फॉर एग्जाम्पल इफ देयर इज अ हायर टाइम फ्रेम पीओआई और मार्केट उसकी तरफ जब मूव करता है एट दिस पर्टिकुलर पॉइंट अगर यहाँ पे कंसोलिडेशन हो रहा है the retailer think that there was a nice up move and market is consolidation and they think this as a bull flag but they fail to understand that there is a higher time frame POI over here और जैसे ही इसका ब्रेकआउट आता है they look for the continuation but यहाँ पे मार्केट उनको ट्रैप करता है and it result into a reversal. So understanding a higher time frame analysis your POI and also looking where the market is actually trading in the premium or a discount range. If you remember we have discussed about this in a core content where we have discussed about equilibrium, premium and discount and what exactly we do at the premium market. We don't look for buying, we look for selling. Same goes with the bear flag also. एक sudden price में decline आता है डाउन साइड पे और उसके बाद अगर शॉर्ट टर्म कंसोलिडेशन हो रहा है doesn't mean that it's a bear flag because एक mature bear ट्रेंड में क्या होता है हायर टाइम फ्रेम पे एक्यूमुलेशन होता है और वहां पे एक फॉल्स बेयर फ्लैग बनता है. फॉर एग्जांपल देयर इज अ सपोर्ट और अ हायर टाइम फ्रेम पीओआई ऑन अ डाउन साइड. अब मार्केट में जब एक फॉल आता है यहाँ पे क्या होता है देयर इज अ हायर टाइम फ्रेम accumulation which tends to look like a pole and a flag. So retailers क्या करते हैं they see this as a bearish flag and pole and after this breakdown they look to sell the market but यहाँ पे again the market reverses and continue on the higher side. So in this case also we have to understand the higher time frame POIs and PDRAs and whether the market is trading into a discount or a premium zone because what we do at a discount market we look to buy and we don't sell at the discount market. And same goes when the market is falling down और उसके बाद जब कंसोलिडेशन हो रहा है का मतलब ये नहीं होता है इट्स अ बेयर फ्लैग एंड मोस्ट ऑफ द टाइम प्राइस विल पोस्ट अ फॉल्स बेयर फ्लैग एट दिस लेवल सो दैट रिटेलर्स ट्रैप हो. सो नाउ इफ यू जस्ट लुक एट दिस पर्टिकुलर चार्ट ऑफ निफ्टी वी हैव अ नाइस एग्जांपल ऑफ अ बेरिश फ्लैग एंड पोल. दिस बिकम्स योर पोल ऑन द डाउन इंपल्स मूव एंड दिस बिकम्स अ फ्लैग. सो अकॉर्डिंग टू रिटेलर जब इसका ब्रेकडाउन होता है तो टारगेट विल बी द एग्जैक्टली द लेंथ ऑफ दिस पोल. जितना ये लेंथ है पोल का उतना ही डाउन साइड पे दे लुक फॉर द टारगेट विच विल बी अराउंड 23,900. But what we can see over here कि after this consolidation market started moving on a higher side and after this there was a breakdown below this but यहाँ पे price instead of moving on a downside for this target we can see a nice reversal on a higher side taking out all these buy stops over here. So here we have to understand few things. First what the market is doing on a higher time frame whether it is trading in a premium or a discount range and also along with that we have to analyze the market whether the market has taken out the liquidity or not. So what market exactly did over here you can clearly see there was a sell stops below this and after taking out this sell stops market ने क्या किया it started moving on a higher side to hunt all these buy stops over here and you can clearly see there was a relatively equal high also pending over here. And if you just zoom out this chart and observe we have this swing high and this swing low, and if you just mark the Fibonacci over here from this high to this low, we can clearly see the market was trading below this equilibrium. That means we are trading into a discount market. So what we do at the discount market, we look to buy and we don't look for the sell. So you can clearly see from this high to this low, when the market was trading in the discount range, market में यहाँ पे क्या हुआ, it formed a bearish flag and pole pattern to trap the retailers. So after breakdown below this, instead of moving on a downside, market started trading on a higher side to take out all these buy stops over here. So now moving forward, we can see there was another impulse move on a higher side and there was a consolidation over here, and what we can see, market is trading above this equilibrium into a premium range. And if you remember the core content, we have discussed that अगर market में एक dealing range form होता है और market उस 50% पे hurdle लेता है, that means there are higher chances that market will not hunt this buy side and it will try to reverse from this OT, and in this case we are trading at the OT first. Secondly, we have this nice impulse move and a consolidation, so we can see a nice bullish flag and pole pattern. So we can assume or anticipate that market maker will try to trap the retailers at this point also. And you can clearly see after this breakout, market went up और सारे के सारे buyers यहाँ पे trap हुए, and after that market started moving on a downside. So this is how market maker trapped the retailer using all these patterns and indicator. So using this higher time frame understanding and the concept of premium and discount, how we can analyze this trap in the market, you can clearly see. So the basic idea of this is, when the market is moving on a higher side like this, there is a nice impulse move. After this impulse move, there is a consolidation over here, right? According to a retailer, they think this is the pole and there is a flag formation and the market will continue on a higher side. और market क्या करता है, उनको एक breakout दिखाता है in which all the retailers get trapped, and after this breakout market reverses from there and moves on the downside. Similarly, same thing happens on the bearish flag and pole also. There is a nice impulse down move and a nice consolidation after this down move, and the retailer think that market will continue on a downside after the breakdown, and when the market goes down below this consolidation, all the sellers get trapped into this और वहां से price reverse होता है on the higher side, and this becomes your base for the turtle soup buy or a turtle soup sell setup, where you look either to sell in the bullish flag and pole pattern or you look to buy at the bearish flag and pole pattern. And if you just see this chart, there was nice down move and a bearish flag and pole pattern, and after this there was a nice down move, और इसमें क्या हुआ, सारे के सारे रिटेल ट्रेडर्स स्टार्टेड लुकिंग टू सेल द मार्केट, और यहाँ पे लिक्विडिटी लेने के बाद इट बिकम्स योर टर्टल soup buy, and you can see clearly market went up to take out all this buy stop. Similarly, after this up move and the consolidation, there was a trap, there was a fake breakout. After taking out all the buyers into this and taking out the liquidity on a higher side, you can see over here there was this old high over here, and tapping into this imbalance, market started moving on a downside, and this becomes your turtle soup. And after this, market went downside to take out all this sell stops pending over here, and this is how market maker traps the retailer in the market and how the turtle soup buy and sell setups are formed, and we'll discuss about this in detail in the coming videos. Till then, stay safe, be happy. Thank you.